I'm taking my music out of Spotify, but also out of Apple Music, Amazon Music and YouTube Music. Why? Well, you probably know why, at least about Spotify. In these past weeks, many artists decided to boycott Spotify and refuses to upload other music into the platform. Also, many users decided to boycott Spotify and look for alternatives. And this is mainly because of CEO Daniel Ek investing 600 million euros on Helsing, a German startup that builds drones for war and AI technology for military purposes. But I want to say this is just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, if you are an artist or you know a bit about how Spotify works, you probably know how Spotify is one of the worst paying platforms out there, and all, the bad behaviors about music and artists, starting from the 1000 streams threshold, the botted playlist, the AI music slop that it's flooding the platforms since 2 years kinda, and a whole bunch of other reasons that I want to talk about in another video, but that added up and made me take this decision of leaving Spotify, but also these other big streaming platforms too. Why? Well, if you are boycotting Spotify for ethical reasons, because you don't want your music to, contribute to war and genocides, well, you should take your music out of Apple, Amazon and YouTube, that is owned by Google, by the way, as well. I mean, we're talking about multi-billion-dollar globalized capitalistic tech companies where music is just a side product. And of course they are bad as well. Just because we know what Daniel Ek is doing and how he treats music and musicians, it doesn't mean that the others are better. I mean, we are talking about Amazon, Apple. They base their profit out of the exploitation of workers, of entire populations and countries, and of course they are all involved some way in some war around the globe. I mean, so probably they are worse than Spotify. We should take our music out of these platforms first. I get it. I'm an independent artist. I can do whatever I want with my music. I don't have labels that are chaining my hands. So I can decide where to put my music, and I decide that my music won't contribute to any war or genocide or exploitation as far as I know it. So you can still find my music on music streaming platforms like Tidal, Deezer, Napster, Pandora, Qobuz. Although music streaming is not really sustainable for artists, for musicians. The best alternative you have is to build your own music library by buying music, and you can do it on Bandcamp through, the main websites of your favorite artists. But there are many other platforms and I will talk about them in other videos as well. I'm not forcing anyone to, leave these platforms. I mean, I can do that because I can and because I don't earn a big chunk of money from streaming, so it's not really a big deal for me. And I think it's the right choice for me, for the message that I want to deliver with my music, with my content, for who I am. I don't want to participate in this. I know it's hard to get rid of all the contributions that we make to these big companies, because, I mean, who's not contributing inside of Google somewhere? Or, I mean, if you're an Apple user, how can you get rid of all the Apple ecosystem just for ethical reasons? It's nearly impossible, but everything we can do, maybe we should do at this point. And As a musician, as an independent artist, the bare minimum that I can do is decide what music platforms my music will be in. So, this is just my idea, this is my choice. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. If you're an artist, if you're thinking about boycotting these platforms as well. And always remember, the powerful ones are lasting for our submission, but we resist. Feed the riot, burn the rich.